we're going to welcome the CEO and owner of Swamp Restaurant, Ryan Prodesky, onto the show. Ryan, my friend, it is a pleasure to have you this evening.
Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure and to be here. I love what you guys do. Follow the podcast all the time. I heard you have an all-star lineup today. Trying to figure out what I'm doing here, but other than that, I'm happy to be here, guys.
Well, we're excited to have you. Well, Ryan, want to talk a little bit about the new Swamp Restaurant that you guys are building over there in the Innovation District. Is that what we're calling it over there?
Correct. Yes.
The Innovation District over in Gainesville, in between kind of Sorority Row and downtown. Talk to us about the new Swamp Restaurant that y'all are building.
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited. Everything worked out, the way that it should have. It's one of those things in life where they say, you just, if you keep grinding, everything will work out. And, to make a long story short, it was a sad day when Swamp was torn down. There were, I could tell stories for days about it, but there were kids tailgating, watching them tear it down. And, luckily we had known it was coming for a while. And then it just didn't feel right going under, 5 stories of apartments in a 6-story building, not having a front lawn, not having everything that made Swamp, what Swamp really was. Swamp was a gathering place. It was a neighborhood meeting hall. It was a place for Gator Nation to, come and not only, alumni, relive some of their best memories, students create some of their best memories, but just a place for Gator Nation to have a home. And, when the prospective builder that had the property approached us, it was a no-brainer to, the wheels started turning immediately that day. And, the first thing I did was went and got a copy of the old blueprints. And, that was day one, so we started off of the old blueprints. And, in that innovation district, which is growing tremendously, every time I go down there, I'm worried about getting a darn nail in my tire from, all the construction that's going on, apartments and, all kinds of commerce and educational buildings and homes and all of that. It's really exciting to be part of that. It's exciting to be part of that area. And it's also exciting to, create a new neighborhood, but also not be removed from UF and from the campus life and from, close enough to the stadium, basketball, football, you name it. I think that we're in the right spot at the right time.
So, Ryan, you said that you took the original blueprints. Obviously, everybody's only hiccup with the original blueprints was that the bathroom was right next to the exit to the kitchen. And you would have probably 30 dudes standing in line trying to use the trough there. And then you had probably 20 ladies waiting at the same time and trying to navigate in and out of the waiters with their food and the bus carts and everything else. Talk to us a little bit maybe about how that might be changing a little bit. So there's a little bit more free flow for everybody.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a little update on, what we've done and what we've changed. And that was the best part of the whole design process. I mean, I was going back through it the other night, and, we started in January of 2021 with the design process. And, what I did was I made a list of all of our pressure points, all the, just like you said, it was try to get to the kitchen on a game day. And, you basically got to fight your way through it. Some of those girls that, Swamp girls that work for us, I put them in a MMA fight, and I'm putting my money on them any day because they didn't put up with anything. So, what we did, and I'm excited to announce it here as an exclusive. I don't think we put this out on social media yet or anywhere, but the bathrooms have been segmented from any egress to where it's going. You're going into the restroom, and that's what's going to happen there. And we also have added 2 extra stalls downstairs and 2 extra stalls upstairs. So the log jam, that famous Swamp log jam, hopefully will not be a thing anymore. We also have an elevator too. So if you had a couple too many and you don't want to take the wobbly stairs, you can take your elevator upstairs as well.
Any changes to decor or menu?
Well, yes and no is the right answer to that. We saved everything. I actually went and got I went and picked up Al Horford's jersey today that used to hang around the bar. Everything's in storage, so we're going to reuse as much as we can as far as the decor. There's so much history in it. The place became Swamp is almost like a Gator museum. You know, there's so many memories made there, so many different, you know, athletes and famous people, you know, celebrities that have come through the Swamp. So as far as the decor, there will be some updates. There's some cool stuff that, you know, that I'm excited about. You know, when people come in there and you know, they're going to notice, you know, they're going to notice some new and some old. I mean, basically, it's basically just an update or a rebrand. As far as the menu, all the favorites are staying. So anybody that's worried about the buffalo tender wrap, the tuna bowl, the freshman 15, you know, all the good stuff on there, all that's coming back. We're updating the menu a bit, you know, just changing with the times is, you know, updating to what's, you know, what we think Gainesville will enjoy and what we think that, you know, should be on the menu. And you know, a lot of it has turned into a lot of, you know, farm fresh. You know, we're gonna have some vegan options, which we didn't have.
Let's
before.
go. Bro. Let's go.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm excited about that. And, you know, just to get people I still got you.
Yeah.
There you go.
We there?
Yeah, we got you.
We got you. I think you hear us.
All right. Sorry, guys. Getting the phone.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
You hear us?
You back?
Can you hear us?
You hear us?
I think
you hear
got
us?
a phone call during the middle.
Yeah. He'll be back.
Yeah, well, while we wait for him to come back, that buffalo tender wrap was my go-to. Obviously, the chicken wings
That
were
was my
too.
bag when I used to eat chicken. That was my Philly big wrap.
That thing slapped.
Yeah.
I got to ask him if we're gonna get 50-cent wing nights back. When him and I were chatting a few
Inflation.
weeks
It's
ago,
probably like $5 wing night. I don't think it's
Bro,
50 cents no more.
Bro, it's nuts. He said when we were on the phone that wings are $1.79 now. Per.
Sorry, guys.
Jeez. Ryan, how are you, man? We're just talking about wing prices.
Yeah, back to the menu and wing prices. Right now, wings are incredibly expensive. I'm sure you guys have seen the news, but you know, we're doing everything we can with the menu to bring back the staples. You know, we will have. I was just talking today about doing some NFL specials and on Sundays, and bring back the wing night and bucket nights, and you know, all the good stuff that made Swamp what it was. I mean, it was a place where you know, you could come and you could eat on a budget, you could drink on a budget, and you know, people came back and they felt comfortable, they felt at home, and you know, that's what we have to offer out there, and that's our number one selling point. You got a nice, comfortable. You know, we got the front lawn back. You know, we got the interior for the summer when it's 150 degrees outside, and then you know the AV TVs and speaker system is bar none. You know, second to none for you know what we're going to have, and we have plans to continue to expand it. As well. So we want to be, you know, our goal is to be, Swamp has always been the go-to place for Gator games, for, you know, any big football game, NFL, for NBA finals, for MMA, you know, big matches, stuff like that. So, you know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here.
What do you think about the overall, sorry, Dan, what do you think about the overall growth of Gainesville, like the changes?
That's incredible. I mean, I got here in 2001 and I can't believe, you know, from the time that I enrolled in school to the time that you know, we're in now. I think the changes are good. I think that you know, I hate seeing some of the stuff that's going on in Midtown. You know, you know, for us in losing Swamp, you know, I think there were some alternatives, but you know, we never really got the opportunity from you know, we leased the space, so we never really got the opportunity to improve that building and improve that property. They sold it to an out-of-town company. But I mean, I think overall, you know, Gainesville's doing a great job. It's nice to see. It's nice to see progress. Celebration Point's great. There's a lot of good things going out west in, you know, Tioga, and then a lot of construction, a lot of building around, you know, campus. So you know, it's nice to see, especially all the new sports complexes. I mean, that's a game changer. You know, for the Gators and Gator Nation. You know, we were behind in the arms race. You know, that was one thing. We didn't have an indoor practice facility. We didn't, you know, we didn't have a student rec center. You know, football facility, and now you know we're starting to catch up. And I think that you know for us, you know it's great to see that we're going to be able to compete with Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, you know, on their level in terms of our facilities and you that's one more thing. We want to add for us, a good restaurant and bar scene that people come to town, they enjoy it, and Gainesville becomes that, that beacon of freedom in college football, to where, this place is great. If I'm going to go see a game, I want to go to Gainesville. I want to experience it because there's so much to do here.
Right.
Ryan, do you guys have a decided on opening date yet?
We're looking at we're targeting early August, barring any setbacks. So, I told the guys as we're doing construction, we went through this, and I said, guys, we got to get August, because you can't throw me in on the Friday before Utah. I'll go, you might find me hanging from the rafters or something by the end of the day, but at that point, or just hiding in a closet somewhere. But no, we're targeting
some preseason runs.
Yeah, I need a couple preseason games to get back in there. I tell people, I use the analogy. It's like starting a car that's been under a tarp for 30 years. Like, once we get it up and running, it's going to go. But it's getting, I'm getting nothing in there. I got to move all the equipment in there, and we got to, get the staff hired, and we're in the process of doing interviews all week. And so, shout out any listeners if you're looking for jobs. We're certainly hiring in the moment, and trying to put together the ultimate optimal Swamp staff again, and just have a crew that likes to come out, make a little bit of money, and show people a good time.
That's awesome. Well, Ryan, I want to look back on some of the Swamp as we kind of wrap up here. A couple of Swamp restaurant memories. I want to look back. You've been involved with the Swamp Restaurant for over 20 years now, and I do want to give a shout out. I ran into your buddy and my friend Jeremy Griner yesterday at the hockey game, so shout out Jeremy. He wanted to make sure I said that. But a lot of memories over the last 20 years. You had multiple national championships, and obviously some of my favorite memories of being in school were storming University Avenue, and you guys were right there. You had people in trees and people climbing light poles and stoplights and everything else. What are some of the memories that stick out to you? Or talk to us a little bit about some of the semantics of hosting that crowd for some of those national championship games as well.
Yeah, I think, the national title years were something that, I don't know if that's ever duplicated. One, it's unreal to have, back to back to back, with basketball and football was, you can't make that up. So, we got to a point where, Swamp kind of perfected. We actually everybody would have to leave so we could organize the place after lunch, and people would start lining up down 17th Avenue at, roughly 10 a.m., 9 a.m. to get a table. It was almost like the Rowdies trying to get into the O'Connell Center. But those, and then obviously they win, and then the place clears out and everybody's climbing poles and dancing in the street and, stuff like that. But I think for me personally, there's two memories that really stick out. And one was the first one is Chiozza when he hit in Madison Square Garden. And, I seriously, I had to gather all the Swamp staff, all the servers and the girls, and we took it behind the bar just in case he hit it, because we knew it was going to be pandemonium. And obviously, luckily he hits the shot. And I swear to you guys, if they had a Richter scale somewhere over across the street on campus, there was an earthquake that night. That building shook. That building, I don't know how the building didn't fall down, to be honest with you. That by that point, that building was used and abused. But that was one of the most incredible scenes for the next 2 or 3 minutes that I've ever seen. And the other was the touchdown from Will Greer against Tennessee. Another one when we were kind of down and out, and all of a sudden you get this guy, throwing a bomb, and winning the game. And that was another moment that was just, surreal. And that's the beauty of Swamp. And that's what's so cool about it is, you can remember where you were during those moments. You see the highlights down the road, and, you remember being at Swamp. And that for me is what's special about the place, and what really, we're in the business to help, create memories.
That's awesome, man. Well, Corey, you got anything before we wrap up?
No, that's it, man. Can't wait to see you in the fall. I'm trying all them vegan options. The vegan is my bag, man.
I got you, man. You send me a text and let me know what you want to see on that menu.
Got you. Oh man, I want to see a
restaurant consultant, Corey.
Right. Don't threaten me with a good time, Ryan. It'll be a dish named after me, bro.
Well, we pay in food though, so just it's not a paid position, but it's paid in trade. So.
No doubt, man. Excited to pull back up on you guys, man.
Yeah, we are too. So you guys, I wish you guys the best, and I'd love to work with you guys sometime. Have you down, have you down to the restaurant anytime. You guys are welcome to come down and do a show or something like that. Or,
For sure.
I love what you guys do, and keep up the good work. And like I said, we'll be open. We'll be open before you know it, and it's gonna be a hell of a time.
All right, thanks for coming through, Ryan.
Absolutely. Thanks so much,
Thanks,
Ryan.
guys.
We'll be there. We'll talk soon, my friend. Excited about doing some stuff with you guys in the fall.
All right, gentlemen, you have a great day.
Best of luck with everything.
Thank you.